Hello there. You join me in front of the 50-year-old Porsche 911. For 5 generations, this has been the best sports car to buy. Or is it? Last year, Jaguar introduced the F-Type and made the 911's life a little bit harder. So which is the better sports car? The 911 or the all-new Jaguar F-Type? This is gonna be one close battle. We'll start with the 911 to see what the Jaguar F-Type is actually up against. This 911 is a lot more than the base Jaguar F-Type. The base price for the 911 is $208,000 compared to the base price of the Jaguar F-Type at $139,000. This car is the one smack bang in the middle between the normal Carrera and the 911 GTS. This is the Carrera S. But will that extra money for this car be worth the asking price? Let's get the counter up and get cracking. This is going to be one very close head-to-head. We're putting the Jaguar F-Type S versus the Porsche 911 Carrera S to see which one performs better. The Porsche 911 Carrera S has a 3.8 litre flat 6 with 294 kilowatts, the equivalent to 400 bhp. It also has 440 newton meters and is able to get from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 304 kilometers an hour. The F-Type Coupe S has a 3 litre V6 that is supercharged with 280 kilowatts and 375 bhp. It also has 460 newton meters of torque and is able to get to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.9 seconds and going on to a top speed of 275 kilometers an hour. The Porsche wins round 1. Now we move on to styling, which cannot be solved by statistics. This car was designed by Mr. Porsche himself, the one who designed the Volkswagen Beetle. This has been held against the 911 for decades. This so far is the best looking model. Look at these gunmetal alloys there. They are definitely beautiful. But then again, there are essence of Volkswagen Beetle, especially these lights here. They're straight out of a Volkswagen Beetle. One time I mistook a 997 for a Volkswagen Beetle. A bit embarrassing, but let's look at the F-Type now. To be honest, this car looks a lot better than the Porsche. Let's have a look at it. This grille, for instance, very nice. All the details on this car are really nice. Look at this back end of the car. Where have I seen that back end before? I believe I saw something very similar to the E-Type. Every inch, every line, every angle of this car is beautiful. You can see the style. The style is completely effortless. Some may also say the Big Cat F-Type looks even better without its roof. The Jag looks a lot better. Round 2 goes to Jag. This round is on interior quality. The interior of the Porsche is very well put together. This centre console, for instance, this slopes down over the transmission tunnel. Here you have many lovely, well put together materials. Everything you feel in here is actually the material it looks like. For example, the leather is leather and the metal is metal, not some of the American cars we've been seeing. This is the PDK transmission, lightning shift. Some may say it's the best gearbox in the world. Here you have sport, the rear wing, the sports exhaust, damping and traction control. You'll be fine if you turn the traction control off. Much less to be said for the F-Type. In the F-Type you'll be skidding around all over the place. But this car is much more of a track focused car. You see the steering wheel, very simple. You got the shifting. If you have the Sport Chrono package, you can have the shifters on the back. This steering wheel is a lot more basic than some of the other ones you can get in the 911 range. Overall, very good interior. This interior is completely focused on driving and style. Here you see this separates the passenger from the driver, so it's all driver focused. Down here you can change whether it's in winter mode, and you can put it into track psychopath mode. That is the exhaust noise, the exhaust button. So if the already wonderful noise isn't enough for you, press that and it gets even louder. This is the traction control, so you can turn it off and turn the car into psychopath mode. Unlike normal Jags, this interior is not lined with chrome. Down here you see the buttons are made from bronze, and instead of chrome you get aluminium and lovely feeling metal. And on the steering wheel, these are the bronze paddle shifters. Aren't they just beautiful things? I know they're only minor details to the car, but oh wow, it's just absolutely stunning what Jaguar are willing to go into to make this interior as good as possible. Unlike the Porsche, this interior is a lot nicer place to be. I know the Porsche's interior is well put together and all very nice, but you can get mood lighting with this car. Mood lighting, that just makes the car a whole lot better than the Porsche. Round 2 then goes to the big cat. So, you may ask, which one wins? Choosing between these cars is extremely different. The Porsche is light, has 4 seats, and the Jag is heavier even without 4 seats. I love the way the Porsche uses its power and the way it handles. If we were using real-world statistics, the Porsche would annihilate the Jag. But we're not. We're using the statistics that you'd use against a sports car. The Porsche's more expensive and the Jaguar is better looking. The Porsche is track focused and has German precision. The Jaguar is a lot of fun and absolutely stunning to look at. But for me, it would be the Jaguar, because if the Porsche I would only buy if I was wearing my sensible hat, because it's a lot more practical with those back seats. But this car has charisma, it has a wonderful V8, and for that reason, if I were to walk out of this showroom today, I'd go with the Jag.